If you love pastry, anything pastry, then you're going to love this beef puff pastry. It is so good. Trust me, if you make this once, you're going to keep making this over and over again because it's so addictive. Let's get started, shall we? To a bowl, add 2 cups of flour. Its equivalent is 250 to 260 grams of flour. Then add 30 grams of salted butter or margarine. If you're using unsalted butter, you want to go in with half teaspoon of salt and use your hands and mix properly till well combined. Then you're going to go in with some water, 125 grams of room temperature water, and you're going to use your hands and mix this properly. You're going to want to form a dough. I'll suggest you add your water bit by bit. Don't add it all at once as I did, because we want our dough to come out beautifully and smooth. So I'll suggest you add your water little by little till a dough is formed just like this. Okay, so we are done with our dough and you should have something like this. Just go ahead and cover this and let it rest for 15 minutes. So after 15 minutes, open it up and you see that your dough has gotten really stretchy just like this. Okay, you're going to know that your dough is ready if it's really stretchy like this. Then you're going to just knead it a bit more to be smooth and round just like this, and then you're going to take it out, sprinkle your work surface just as so, and you're going to roll it into a log just like this. Okay, then you're going to divide it into 2 equal parts. Make sure it's as equal as possible. You can even use a scale if you want to. So just form a log just as so, and then you're going to cover this for about 10 minutes. Next, you're going to need some butter or margarine. You're going to need 120 grams of butter or margarine, so it should be really soft just like this. Then after 10 minutes, you're going to open it up and keep one aside, and then you're going to roll this dough. You're going to make sure to try as much as possible to roll this into a square shape just as I'm doing as so, and then you're going to flatten this really flat. Make sure it's very flat just like this. Then you're going to go in with half of your butter or margarine. So go in with 60 grams of your butter and you're going to spread it. Make sure to spread it all just as so, just like this. Then after spreading, you're going to fold just as I'm doing like this. Fold this part and then you're going to go ahead and fold the other part. It might be really messy, but don't worry, it will all come together. So try as much as possible to get it as neat and as leveled as possible. Then you're going to fold the other side like this. Okay, just the way you see me do like this. Don't worry if it's not equal. Just try as much as possible to get it to be neat and even just like this. So this is what we have. You're going to place this in a nylon or a plastic wrap or cling film, anything. Then you're going to roll the other half that we cut earlier. Roll it exactly as we did with the first one. So you're going to roll this really flat. Try as much as possible to get a square shape and just keep rolling till it's really thin like this. Then go in with the other half of the butter that we kept aside. Spread it all around just like this. Make sure you spread it properly, and then you're going to fold just as we did the first half. Then you're going to fold the other side. If it's sticky, don't worry, just try as much as possible to get it to be smooth and leveled. And then you're going to fold the other side and fold again just like this, and then you're going to place it on the first one that we did. Just press it down a bit, and then you're going to wrap this up and place in your freezer for about 30 to 40 minutes. Let's make the beef filling. Add some oil to your pan, add some onions, and you want to saute this. Fry this till fragrant. Then you're going to go in with your minced beef, and then you're going to stir properly. Make sure to cook this a bit till the beef is no longer pink, till it changes its color just like this. Then go in with garlic powder, some salt, paprika, added scotch bonnet pepper, seasoning cube, am Nigerian and we love pepper, hence the chopped scotch bonnet pepper I added. It's quite optional, you can omit it if you don't like the pepper. Just season it however you want to. Add a little water just so the beef can cook, and then you're going to cover for like 3-5 minutes, and then after that you're going to add in this cornstarch slurry. It's just cornstarch mixed with water. It's going to thicken this up just as so. So stir this for a bit for like 30 seconds to 1 minute, and you're going to get something like this. Can you see how juicy and beautiful our filling look? So carefully take it off heat, and you're going to spread it like this in a plate for it to cool down completely. So we're just going to keep this aside. So after 40 minutes, this is what our dough looks like. It's out of the freezer, and you can see, guys, it's really firm. So add flour to your work surface, and then you're going to roll this carefully. If you notice that your dough is a bit too hard, just let it rest for a bit, and then you're going to roll. Please don't let it be too soft because it's not going to be great. Let it not be too hard, otherwise it's going to crack. So go ahead and roll it flat but not too thin. Just roll it to this thickness, and then you're going to fold on each side. So let's fold this side just as so, and then you're going to fold the other side just as so, and then you're going to fold like this, just like a book. Okay, after folding, then you're going to carefully wrap in our plastic wrap or whatever you're wrapping it in, and then we're going to place it in the refrigerator for 15 more minutes. So at this point, you can just keep it in your refrigerator till you're ready to use it. This is our pastry all done. Whenever you're ready to use it, you can bring it out. But as for me, I'm using mine immediately. I'm just going to divide it into two. After dividing into two, you're going to keep the other half in the freezer or keep it in a cool place so it doesn't melt. It melts really fast, and we want to avoid that. So keep in the freezer while we roll this one. So you're going to use your rolling pin to flatten this up like so, then flip on the other side and flatten it up. Guys, if your dough is too stiff, let it rest for a bit, otherwise it's going to crack, and when it cracks, it's going to end up messy. The way it is like this is okay. It should be firm but not too hard, just like this. So go ahead and roll this, flatten it up just as I'm doing as so. If it's sticking, feel free to sprinkle a bit flour. Don't do too much, just sprinkle a bit flour to prevent the sticking. Then go ahead and trim off the edges just as so, and then you can divide it however you want. Here I marked it so that it will be easy for me to divide. Then I went ahead and divided into 5 pieces just as so. Then I went in with my beef filling and added it in just like so. Make sure to not fill it up too much, otherwise it's not going to cover up beautifully. So go in with your filling and use a brush to brush with some water just so that it's going to seal off properly, and then go ahead and press it down, cover and press it down. So go ahead and repeat the process for all of them. So this is what we have, this is what it all looks like, and then you can go ahead and place in your baking tray and bake. So let's do the other one. So just repeat the process with the other half and cut, and then add your filling in just as so. Brush with some water, cover it up and press it down. These ones were sticking a bit because I didn't sprinkle in enough flour, so make sure to always work with flour. So this is what it looks like. Then go ahead and carefully place in your baking tray, and then egg wash this. Use an egg, brush the top like this to give it that shine. Then you can go ahead and bake. Bake in your oven at 180 for 35 to 40 minutes till golden brown. And then guys, this is what we have. These were so good. Perfect for family, friends and your kids. So tell me, would you be trying this? Leave me a comment down below. Thanks for watching and see you in my next one. Bye.